present a new edition of Team's Agenda this week, a special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the Team's Agenda of Lagos State Governor, even as Mr. Governor celebrates 500 days in office and beyond. There is a popular saying that health is wealth. The state of the mind and health of residents of any state or nation goes a very long way in determining how productive such citizens can be. It also largely contributes to the gross domestic product, GDP, of the state. Upon assumption of office on May 29, 2019, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu introduced the developmental agenda of his administration with the acronym TEAMS, in which the letter H stands for health and the environment. The governor has embarked on various giant strides to accomplish his agenda. In today's special report on Team's Agenda this week, Aderayo Idowu Olaiya of our News and Current Affairs Department examines the efforts of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in providing quality and affordable healthcare system for Lagos residents. One of the electoral promises of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is focusing on human and infrastructural development. As an administration committed to a greater Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu took off on a high note that the government will achieve its aims through 6 pillars of development, TEAMS, which represents traffic management and transportation, health and environment, education and technology, making Lagos a 21st century state, security and governance. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has since inception of his administration charged into action in various fronts, especially in ensuring provision of health facilities as well as quality healthcare delivery to the teeming residents. In his budget presented last year November, Governor Sanwo-Olu provided for a capital expenditure of 33 billion naira compared to the 2019 budget proposal of 21 billion naira. Lagos, like every other cities and countries all over the world, was faced with a novel medical challenge of coronavirus, which was tagged as COVID-19, which really affected the economies across the world. With exemplary leadership shown by the present administration, the Sanwo-Olu-led administration was proactive by promptly establishing an incident command system where the governor himself is the incident commander and the State Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, Deputy Incident Commander. The state visibly showed effective skills in management and control of the COVID-19 pandemic.
We need to give credit on behalf of the Lagosians to thank all our medical personnel, our emergency personnel, and all our hard-work staff, our volunteers. And I want to imagine that when the story of this brief fight against COVID-19 is told, there's no doubt that their sacrifice and service, heroism, will feature prominently. As a government, we shall continue to work with the federal authorities, represented by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, the Federal Ministry of Health, the NCDC, and other international partners like the World Health Organization, UNICEF, who all of them have remained partners in this journey with us.
The Lagos State government took a giant stride in curbing the spread of the novel coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, since the report of its index case. Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, who is the Deputy Incident Commander of the Incident Command System for COVID-19, had a series of situation reports through regular press briefings to keep Lagosians abreast of the situation. As at June 2020, Lagos was testing between 500 and 800 persons a day and later established a consortium of laboratories to carry out the tests.
The moderate to severe cases that require some kind of respiratory support, in other words, they are not able to breathe on their own with room air, we first support them with oxygen, so that improves the ability for them to absorb the oxygen. And those that require more than that will require ventilation. We have 5 ventilators in Yaba. We have another 10 in Onikom. We have about 6 at Lafayette. So far, we have at our disposal about 20 ventilators. We have some more ventilators in Bagada, and as they're in the private sector, there are up to 20 ventilators. So since we're not seeing many patients that require ventilation, we certainly have enough ventilation power in Lagos right now for the profile of disease that we're seeing.
The government did not rest on its oars to rid the state and the country at large of the deadly virus. It later expanded its COVID-19 response capacity with the accreditation of 7 private laboratories to boost its testing capacity and 3 private hospitals for case management. With the advent of COVID-19, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration launched a virtual medical consultation service, ECO Telemed, for residents as part of efforts to protect citizens and reduce their risk of contracting COVID-19. ECO Telemed was designed by the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, to increase access to care, reduce the challenge of going to hospitals during the pandemic. The general manager of LASHMA, Emmanuela Zamba, said through the project, residents will have access to highly trained and experienced physicians for non-emergency primary care consultation through voice or video. LASHMA, also being a regulatory body of the Lagos State Health Scheme, LSHS, has embarked on massive sensitization of residents to ensure that Lagosians at the grassroots have access to quality health care through the Lagos Health Scheme in order to live a healthy life. The LSHS provides affordable health care for citizens in Lagos State, from basic outpatient care to maternity care, chronic care limited to hypertension and diabetes, minor surgeries, as well as referral to other selected secondary care services.
We're also responsible in a large way to ensuring that people do not get financially impoverished in accessing this health care. So care must be readily available, it must be affordable, it must be the same type of care for whether you are a market woman or a corporate executive. You're even somebody that cannot even pay for yourself. You are supposed to be the leveler. You know, the principles we are operating on are equity as well as solidarity. As at September, we are moving towards $250,000 right now. Services are provided by both public and private providers. We have a network of about 205 facilities, 129 or 130 private facilities, and the rest of that are a mix of primary healthcare centers and secondary healthcare centers under the public sector. So that comes to about 73.
To ensure it provides effective, accessible, affordable, and adequate healthcare delivery system to the teeming residents of the state, Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration immediately put action to its words with the commissioning of a 110-bed maternal and child center (MCC) in Etiosa area of the state. A health facility built by the Lagos State government to provide specialized services to mothers and children, which no doubt is an evidence of Sanwo-Olu administration's resolve to transform public health in the state. At the commissioning, Governor Sanwo-Olu promised to construct a general hospital at Etiosa to serve the health needs of the catchment population of the local government area. To further promote the well-being of Lagosians, Lagos State government, through its Health Facilities Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, EFAMA, as at mid last year, registered over 3,400 health facilities to ensure the people access quality healthcare services, and it shut down 309 health facilities in 2019 for non-compliance to stipulated medical standards. This is in a bid of carrying out its responsibility of monitoring both private and public health facilities to ensure registration and accreditation of all health facilities in Lagos State. Since inception of the current administration, several attempts have been made to improve the healthcare services delivery system in the state. These attempts had culminated in the introduction of the Health Reform Agenda, which is backed by law. The Executive Secretary, Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Agency, Abiola Idowu, says the main aim of this reform agenda is to improve the performance of the health system.
For us to accredit a facility, the facility would have passed in terms of safety. So even if it is residing in a residential building, mostly it would not be a hospital that has very big facilities. It's usually very small clinics than day clinics. Okay, so but if we have any hospital that is residing in a residential area and the people who reside there have concerns, they can send their concerns to EFAMA.
In commemoration of the year 2020 Maternal, Newborn, Child and Adolescent Health Week, flagged off by the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the state government promised to provide free HIV testing service to all Lagosians through the Lagos State AIDS Control Agency. Another agency of government in the health sector is the Lagos State AIDS Control Agency, which is saddled with the mandate to reduce new HIV and AIDS infections and to alleviate its effects on those infected and affected in Lagos State. The agency recently distributed about 1,000 500 sterilization kits to barbers and cosmetologists for HIV prevention. The Chief Executive Officer, Lagos State AIDS Control Agency, is Monsurat Adeleke.
We want to ensure that by 2030, there will be zero new HIV infections. So we're also keen into the mandate of the United Nations, which states that 90% of our people must know their status, 90% of these people must be started on treatment, and 90% must attain viral suppression. The earlier you know your status, the better for you.
As part of efforts towards improving health service delivery in Lagos, the state government also engaged a consultant to develop blueprints for healthcare infrastructure across primary, secondary, and specialist facilities. According to the Commissioner for Health, the blueprints will serve as prototype documents that will determine the direction of healthcare infrastructure in Lagos State for the foreseeable future. Quality of care is the degree to which health services for individuals increase the likelihood of desired health outcomes. Some residents have this to say about the healthcare services rendered in Lagos State public health facilities.
When you look at Lagos State health system, under this current administration, I will give them a little bit of a B grade. The B grade has to come in the view of budgetary increments when it comes to the health sector for Lagos State. Looking at how Lagos State is striving towards a society that will be beneficial to the whole masses, I will give the Lagos State governor a B grade, like I said, because aside the budgetary allocation towards the health sector, you look at the COVID-19 approach of the state governor. Out of the 36 states, I will give him an A grade here. Because why? Lagos was the epicenter of the virus, and the way the governor handled it, at least beyond all expectation, it was marvelous.
Lagos State is improving anyway, because starting from, let's say, from Tinubu administration day, the foundation laid down, followed by Fasola and all that. What I just want to appeal to Lagos State, they are working anyway, you understand, but there's no way you will work, and there is still some area for you to be covered. So they should try to improve in that area.
Basically, I think the Lagos State Ministry of Health, they are doing a fantastic job. About 2 months ago, I was at the hospital, somewhere around the Fakosha, at a primary health center, and they attended to me very well. I can tell you authoritatively that they didn't demand money from me, except 1 or 2 materials that they did not have available at that time. And what our governor, His Excellency, Babajide Sanwo-Olu did during COVID was fantastic.
I can only say they are trying their best. They are trying. They are doing well. Those patients.
To other states.
They are trying, but one doctor needs to attend to 5 emergency cases. It's not going to be easy for him.
The strides of Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration in the health sector are unquantifiable. The state government has shown the political will to provide an adequate and affordable health care system to residents of the state through its various health intervention programs. The government is determined to continue to vigorously pursue these programs to be able to reach out to more communities who are in need of a good health care system. Lagosians must cooperate with the government to be able to deliver on all these laudable initiatives. This brings us to the end of today's special report on Team's Agenda this week, with focus on the various health interventions of Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration within his 500 days in office.